Hey guys, welcome back to Negan's Garage. In our last video, we talked about the halos that I had installed on my 68s, and I went through everything, all the harnesses and the connections, the relays that you need to get the headlights off of the headlight switch. And today, I just wanted to go through and do a disassemble, reassemble on the halos, just so that way you can get a good feel of how to just do this yourself. In the last video, I talked about getting these guys installed and having them completely plug and play. Now what I did is I used a custom harness that I made, just so that way you can plug these guys in and they work flawlessly. Fabuloso! Still got my wheelchair too. Hey, okay guys, so the first thing you need, tools. What tools are you gonna need? Screwdriver, that's it. We're just gonna need a Phillips screwdriver, that's it. So we got a ring here. We got to take off the ring. There's 3 screws. 1, 2, 3. So let's take those guys out. I'm telling you, this install is so simple. You guys, for the money, it's so worth it. So here's the ring here. Now, once you get the ring off, there's a retaining ring that holds the headlight in place. Now there's 2 or 3 screws, 1, 2, and 3 that are in here that hold this ring in. Once I loosen these, I'm not gonna take them all the way out. I'm gonna loosen them and then twist the ring and then have it come out. Once I take it out, you'll be able to see how it's actually connected. That comes out, and there we go. All right, so as you can see on this guy, when the screw is in, it goes in the wide side first, and then you push it. So that you push it, and it slides over into the skinny side, and that's how it locks. So to unlock it, twist it this way, and then pull it off the screws. So there's 3 of those. After that, the headlight comes right out, and here's the harness. So with the halo headlights, you get a harness that comes with it, so that way you can plug into the car harness, and we'll show you the location for that. But also with these guys, you have these 2 wires here, one for the halo, which is your daytime running light, and the other one is for a switchback, for your blinker. With my custom harness, you'll be able to plug these 2 wires in directly with your blinker and your side marker, so that way there's no cutting, no splicing, and they'll work flawlessly. Okay, so this here is the existing harness for your car's headlights. Now this wire down here is actually the harness that comes with the halos. So I disconnected this guy from your headlights, your existing headlight. You plug this harness into it, so that way this one is connected to the back of your halo. Okay, now that we got it disassembled and you already know how to hook up the halo to the existing harness for your car, now it's time to go ahead and hook up my harness in between and to get this guy working. Which we're actually going to use is the blinker, which is this guy here, and we're going to disconnect that from the main harness. We're going to plug it in between from the car harness to the blinker, and then I'm going to fish these two wires up in through the car to hook up these 2 guys here. So let's get to it. Okay, so this is probably the best angle I got, but this here is your front blinker. This is the wire that goes to your harness, which is right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to disconnect this guy from the harness, and then I'm going to add this guy in between. All right, so I disconnected it. Now I'm going to plug this guy in. Okay, so I found it a little easier to go ahead and push the harness that I made through that hole that I showed you on the bottom. I went ahead and separated it and plugged it in here. It gave me a little bit more room and I was able to get it plugged in. All right, we're back under the car, so let's go ahead and plug in the other side. See why I didn't use two hands. There we go. Perfect. Now these two wires, I have to fish up into the headlight well. All right, guys, I got the wires fished up into the headlight bucket from the harness, and now what I'm gonna do is plug them into the halo. Okay, so in this particular setup, the red is your daytime running lights, and the blue here, the green is your switchback. So I'm gonna plug this guy in here, plug in my switchback. There we go. Put those in here nice and tidy. On your halos, we have some words here: DOT, Department of Transportation, SAE. So those words go on the top. Now to align these guys, they have tabs, 1, 2, and 3. And there's 3 tabs on the bucket, 1, 2, and 3. So that's how you line this guy up in here. And it fits snugly, it won't wobble. So that's how that guy goes in. Next, you want to put the retaining ring back on. Well, you know, before we do that, let's go ahead and test it. All right, once we've tested, we're good to go. Let's put a retaining ring back on. Put it in the big hole, slide it, so that way it's snug. Let's go ahead and tighten these up again. Last thing we need is the bezel ring. On this guy, it fits a certain way. See here, there we go. Only fits one way. 3 screws. And we are done. Okay guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Like and subscribe as always, it helps out the channel. And we got a lot of great stuff coming up. Let me show you some stuff here. We have, all right, we got a new trunk lid that's gonna go onto the Mustang. Let me show you why. Come on back here. Shut off these lights first. There we go. Okay. So back here we got some paint damage on the back. Had a little bit of rust over here on the side, but actually a significant amount of rust. Let me show you. There we go. So the problem is these letters and this trim. With the letters, they punch into the holes and attach that way, but that's where water gets stuck back in the back. That's where I have these rust bubbles here. This is all original paint. So as you look back here, there we go, now you see just a ton of rust. So we're gonna go ahead and switch this guy out. Another thing is, maybe some of you have seen, I got some rust here on the hood, and then also some damage up underneath the hood. Kind of like the way the trunk looked. So this guy's just rusted out really badly. This is just where all the water seeps in. Never looks good. And then also had some damage on the hood here. So that's where this comes in. That's right, we got a new hood. Gonna get this installed with the turn signals. So stay tuned for that. We're gonna go ahead and get that guy uninstalled, get the new hood on. We're gonna take off these turn signals, get them attached to the other hood, and catch you in the next videos, guys. Now, all the products that we use are always in the description in the video. So for this case, I'll put the halos back in there. Also my adapter that I created, I'll put that in there. Just give me a shout out. I'll get you a good price on those guys if you want to hook those up.